Alright, welcome back to Super Sentai Review episode 494. Yep, I do know for a fact I am 6 episodes away from episode 500 for this series. So, we're here discussing episodes 10 through 12 of Zyuohger. So in the first two episodes, 10 and 11, Gates basically the main villain of the series, unleashes his own personal robot on the popular. Oh, actually, before this, it's like, okay, so he introduces himself to the Rangers. First time they meet him, 10 episodes of the series, and they meet the main villain of the series. And oh yeah, you're Nina, right? Yeah, probably because they heard her name. She never identifies herself to them, but she never was like, that is correct. Never said it all. It's like, here's the owner of Death Galleon, and you have to find this switch in this period of time inside this dome, and they use and basically, the person who finds it is Yamato with his special eye power, and he yells for Sela, because she's got good hearing, to say, oh yeah, it's top of the tower, so Leo climbs the tower, grabs it, and then basically shut it off, dome's done, but nope, becomes basically a robot named Gate, and the Zyuohgers do terrible against this damn thing. And Yamato is about to be killed, and all of a sudden the Birdman from the first episode shows up. He saves them in the next episode. He doesn't really say anything to him. Of course, basically the Zyuohgers do run into him later on, like, oh, and he does kind of reveal the reason why. And he's also, okay, so they also mentioned they were looking for the Champions Cube, and then showed, oh, he had the Champions symbol cube all along. And the reason why is because Zooland is basically rotten. And nothing much is revealed there. And of course they decided to have all 6 of their main mechs they have, which is Eagle, Shark, Lion, Elephant, Gorilla, and Tiger, all the cube ones, form into basically the 6-part Megazord known as Zhao Wild King. And that's what basically beats Gate. You're like, okay. 12 is basically a standalone episode on Tusk, where he just unexpectedly gets a job at a bookstore, which, that's quite nice. And his owner is very strict, where, oh, it's not a cafe, and he caught people reading. I'm like, books are meant to be read, so why is he upset? Because they're not buying anything from him? I get the fact they're kind of his personal selection, but that's the point of a bookstore. You're supposed to sell stuff. And, yeah, and no, kids are into basically reading, despite the fact that's not true. My nephews like reading. And of course, there's a monster unleashed this particular episode. They beat it, and oh, you're not human. That's not racist or anything, because eventually the kids just meet with him, and he's never seen again. You're like, okay, 3 really interesting episodes. Nothing really terrible here per se. But I would say probably the best thing about these episodes is the formation of basically not having a 3-part mech this time, but a 6-part mech. Now, this is kind of happened before, where it took basically a little bit into the series to finally have basically all the mechs combined into one. The last time this happened, I remember seeing this, was actually Zyuohger, which, fun fact, that was like 3 series before this one, because the previous one was Nidhunger, and before this one was Tokyuger, so it was 3 series ago. First one to do that. It's almost the first one that started with 3 initially, and then we kept swapping out, then all 5 into 1. Overall, really good. Yep, and now I'm going to push pause in the series for a bit, so I can resume watching Kamen Agato. Yep, and I'm going to review a couple episodes for that one, and got some talk about that one, okay? Next video, bye.